Continuing our sentence formation series, this is video 4 of the series. So far, we were seeing how to form sentences using vibhaktis and the tenses. Today, for a change, let us read a story and understand the various tenses and the vibhaktis that are being used in the nouns. So, I will be referring from a story. I will be referring a story from the website storyweaver.org.in. This is an open platform where thousands of books in different languages are available. I will be giving the link for this website in my description box. So, I have picked the very basic level emergent reader. I have picked that level and I have taken a story from that level. So this basically I am doing this so that we also understand how to break down or how to understand the lines based on our knowledge on tenses and the vibhaktis. Okay, so this is a very simple story. It's a story about a table. Okay, so let's start the story. I will read one slide and then we will break it down with different suffixes and different tenses and see how it is. Basically, the story is completely in simple present tense. So let's start. This is the first line. Maneyalli ondu meju ide. So here now you see maneyalli. How do we split this? Mane plus alli. So what is alli? Alli is the vibhakti pratyaya 7. Saptami vibhakti. And alli is the pratyaya. So saptami vibhakti is what? It means in. So mane means house. So mane and alli, when you join together, remember in my previous videos I have mentioned that if a word ends with the swara sound a and alli is added, then it automatically becomes yalli. That's how we get mane yalli. So it means in the house. Okay, mane is house, alli means in. In is the suffix that you add. So in the house, vandu. Vandu is 1. So if you know the numbers in Kannada, vandu, eradu, moru. So vandu is number 1. 1. Okay, vandu means 1. Maneyalli means in house. Okay, then vandu means 1. Meju. If you see in the picture here, meju means table. Ide. Ide means is there. So there is a. So when you write this sentence in English, it becomes there is one table in the house. Okay. So when this sentence, when you try to translate it into English, it becomes there is one table in the house. So here mane and alli, the vibhakti pratyaya alli is there. So in this slide, you can understand the vibhakti pratyaya that is added. Now the next page of the story. So if you see, there's a girl sitting and studying there. She's kept a book on the table and she is studying. So, Nanu is I. Adara mele means on it. Already we have introduced that there is a table in the house. So, adara means on it. Okay. Mele is on. And adu. So, here actually the 6th pratyaya is added. Okay. It is actually adu. It is called as adu in Kannada. Adu plus a. So that becomes adara. Okay. Adara mele. On it. Okay. On what? On that table. So it's related. So on it. Nanu is I. Okay. Nanu adara mele. Pustaka. Pustaka is book. It too. Keep. Okay. So I keep a book on it. So till here what we have seen is Nanu adara mele pustaka ittu. Means I keep a book on it and oduttene. So there is a verb here. Verb is read or study. So Odu. How do you split it? Odu plus utta plus ene. Okay, so oduttene. Now you split it. Odu means that is the verb. This is the root base verb. Utta means it is the present tense. Simple present tense. Ene suffix is added for first person. Okay, first person singular noun. First person singular noun ene is added. So nanu means I. Okay, so I keep a book on it and study or read. Next. Amma adara mele radio ittu haadu keluttare. Amma means mother. Adara mele, it's the same thing. Same as what we saw in the first slide. Adara mele. Same thing here. Adara mele means on the table. Radio. It's radio. Okay, radio. The instrument, thing where you listen. Radio. Ittu, keep. She keeps the radio and haadu. Haadu is song. And keluttare. Kelu means ask or listen. So, now we have to split this to understand what tense it is in. So, it is kelu plus utta plus are. Okay. So, kelu means listen or hear or ask. Okay. That all means kelu. Utta is for the present tense. And are. If you remember in the previous video, I mentioned that if you have to address somebody with respect, then we use the suffix which is for the plural. Okay. So, third person. This is actually amma means mother, which is feminine gender, single person, feminine gender, third person, singular noun. Okay, it is feminine gender, third person, singular noun. So for feminine gender, third person, singular noun, we actually say are. But I also mentioned that we will use the suffix for the plural if you have to address somebody with respect. So we are addressing mother with respect. So for that reason, we are saying are, not are. Okay. So amma adara mele radio ittu haadu keluttare. Haadu is song. So my mother keeps the radio on it and listens to song. Then next one is ajja adara mele tatte ittu oota maduttare. Ajja. If you see in the picture, you can already guess what ajja means. Ajja is grandfather. Adara mele, again on the table. Tatte. Tatte is plate. Tatte means plate. Ittu means he keeps a plate and oota maduttare. Oota means meals, food. He has his food. Okay, grandfather has his food from the plate that you keep that is kept on the table. Okay, so ajja adara mele tatte ittu oota maduttare. Okay, again see, we'll take maduttare. Maduttare. Madu plus utta plus are. Again, are we are using because he is an elder person. We have to talk about him with respect. Okay, otherwise it will be ane, but we never say maduttane for a grandfather. Okay, so maduttare. Okay, so now we have done for all these. There are a few more, but I want you to observe one thing. Okay, here in all these sentences, there is one thing missing. Okay, that is the second vibhakti. Like for example, nanu adara mele, you are supposed to be saying pustakavannu because pustaka is the object here. Okay, so pustakavannu ittu oduttene. Okay, but it is skipped here. Sometimes it is not very much specifically required to put the annu vibhakti here. Okay, sometimes that is skipped. Okay, so it's not a big mistake, but if you put it as annu, then it makes a complete proper sentence. Okay, but sometimes annu is skipped. Okay, here in this in all these slides, Annu has been missing. Okay. Nanu adara mele pustakavannu ittu oduttene. Here also. Amma adara mele radiovannu. Okay. Radiovannu ittu haadu keluttare. Same thing here also. Tatteyannu ittu uta maduttare. Okay. It's just that the second vibhakti has been missed in all these sentences. Appa adara munde kulitu haduttare. Munde means in front. Okay, so father, kulitu is sit. Okay, kulitu means sit. So father sits in front of the table and he sings. Haduttare. Again, hadu plus utta plus are. Again, are because we are talking about father with respect. Okay. So, appa adara munde kulitu haduttare means father sits in front of it and sings. Then, tamma adara mele. Tamma means younger brother. Okay. In Kannada, tamma means younger brother. So, tamma adara mele means on the table. Okay, pustaka vannu. Again, vannu is there, vannu is missing here. Okay, tamma adara mele pustaka ittu bareyuttane. Bare means write. Okay, plus utta plus ane. Here we are using ane only because it's a younger brother. You don't have to address him with respect. So, bare plus utta. When you join words which are ending with a and you're joining utta, it becomes u. Okay, so bareyuttane. Okay, tamma adara mele pustakavannu, but annu is missing here, but that is okay. It's a small thing which is missing. So tamma adara mele pustakavannu ittu bareyuttane. Then atte adara mele malagiruttare. Atte means aunt. Okay. Atte means aunt. Father's sister is called as atte. Okay. Atte is aunt, which means father's sister. Okay. Atte adara mele malagiruttare. Malagu means lie down. Okay. She is sleeping, lying down on the table. Ajji, avarannu, ebbisuttare. See here, avarannu is there. Okay. Ajji, avarannu, ebbisuttare. Again here, ajji, you we are not saying, we are just saying ajji. Okay. So, here also, the first pratyaya, that is u is missing. Okay. So, ajjiyu, avarannu, ebbisuttare. Ebbisu means to wake up. Okay. So, again, ebbisu plus utta. Are. Again, are why? Because grandmother. Okay, grandmother is an older person, so you have to give respect. So, ebbisuttare. Okay. So, this is an example where we are seeing a lot of simple present tense sentences. So, this is how you have to break it down. When you are reading something also, you need to understand what is happening there. So far, we were writing sentences. We were forming our sentences on our own. Now, we also need to understand as we read. So, I took this example. Okay.